All right, so here's a question that I know a lot of people are asking because it's about the only thing we see in Twitch chat.
I was about to say, I can't see the Twitch chat window from right here right now, but I'm sure SOLOQUEue is being spammed and has been for the last 10 minutes.
So, question here from Fix, and also apparently literally every. Is there any chance that we might see 3v3 or RBG SOLOQUEue in Battlefield?
Fuck it.
Give everybody SOLOQUEue.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
Honestly, I would say unlikely.
Question here from Jiraiya. This is a question that I'm actually going to answer.
Because I know somewhere deep down in my heart, I still love you. So, that happened. Does it hurt?
No.
Tiny bit, I'll be honest. But at the same time, it feels good that they answered us. And they did not ignore us. SOLOQUEue voice was so loud that they answered us in the Q&A. So I'm really happy about that. Super, super, super happy. I get where they're coming from. If you want to watch the full video, just go to World of Warcraft YouTube and you can watch the full Q&A there. Sorry, I didn't want to upload the whole video here, so I just cut that part. The highlights.
Unlikely.
Their main points were the comps. It's something that I covered in my video. I feel like they haven't watched it. I cover everything there. If you haven't seen that, go watch that, Mr. Ian, I think it's Ian, and Josh. You have to watch that. I cover everything. And there's some other things I want to cover. Some good news, okay? Let's see if I could remember all of them on top of my head. But before I do that, I want you guys to have a pat in the back and a round of applause to yourself. I'm proud of you guys. We did it, guys. We got their attention. Because at work, that's all they talk about. That's all they talk about, SOLOQUEue.
It should be clear that SOLOQUEue is something we talk about a lot. I'm pretty sure I have this conversation at least once a week with somebody on the dev team. And I know that they talk about it much more than that. It's something that we've been working at. So again, it's something that we really want to be able to figure out how to make work, but as of yet, we don't have a solve for it.
I feel like they just don't know how to do it perfectly. Or maybe it's just an excuse of pretending like they want it, but they're not going to do it. It's either that, or it's way too hard to implement into the game, or too much time. Because back when Holinka talked about it, he was saying it would take way too much time to do it, and you would need a large group.
Being at Blizzard, we have the luxury of seeing how other teams work and who try to solve these problems. Heroes of the Storm, Overwatch, games that are 100% PvP games and where solo rated is kind of their end game.
Right.
World of Warcraft is a very big game,
Yep.
and while it's a very big team, I see the size of teams that work. Solo queue rated matchmakers. It is a very big time commitment, a very big from a programmer standpoint, from a design standpoint. There's just a lot of work there. So I'm not saying we are not going to do it. I think I would not disagree that if we have SOLOQUEue rated arenas or SOLOQUEue rated RBGs, more people would be participating in arenas and RBGs than currently do.
Yeah.
Don't disagree with that at all. I just want people to appreciate that this is a significant thing for us to do.
Yeah.
It has to be done right. It can't be done recklessly or haphazardly. So just keep that in mind as we go forward. It's probably just not something we can turn on in a small patch. It's going to be a lot of work to sort that out.
Yeah. I just want to hammer on that point a little bit there. Is that we're not saying that, well, you're not saying
No, I'm not.
that these are insurmountable problems. We're not doing it because of these issues and we don't feel like dealing with it. There are ways that we can solve all these problems. It's just a matter of making sure that we do it right, making sure that all that effort is worth it, making sure that all that effort is worth it in the case of like another theoretical thing that we could be doing for PvP in some way. It's a lot of work. Yeah. We like the idea though. And maybe people watching have some suggestions on how we can deal with those as well. That's always appreciated feedback.
It's either they don't want to do it because you have to invest so much time and money into it, or they do not know how to do it perfectly. Actually, it sounds like number one. It sounds like they just don't want to do it, huh? Okay, enough talk about solo queue. If you want to talk about solo queue again, just go in my old video and we'll have our sorrows there. So 3 things they talked about in this Q&A that got my attention is number 1, RBG 6-man. They talked about this of how 10-man is a little big. It is way too big. We talked about this too. It's way too big. 6-man would be perfect. And I think they're looking into making the RBG group smaller. Because 10 people is too much and 10v10 is just a gang fest. Also, forming 10 people is harder than 6 people. If you queue RBG right now, the MMR system is so unbalanced. For example, I would queue up as a 1500 team. I would be fighting a team with a 2000 MMR. Or where I queue a 1900 team and I fight against a 1300 MMR team. Because there's no one participating, that they're just matching us with the closest MMR, and the MMR gap is way too big because no one queues this. Alright, number 2. Since they're not gonna add in solo queue, they want to make LFG a better place. A better, easier, more socializing place. I'm not sure how they're gonna do that, but that's their plan. And number 3, I think it was Josh that talked about it. He said to a question where when will WoW have spectating mode, he was saying there is a spectate mode already, but it's low key. We never told anyone because we're lame like that. Alright, they're not lame, but they did have a spectate mode. I guess it's called /invite spectator match. That's what he said, quote unquote. /invite spectator match. If it doesn't work, he said try googling it and it should come out. I did try googling, I did not see anything, so I will try /invite spectator match when I get a chance to and let you guys know on that. So that's the 3 things, guys. That's the 3 things. I like it. 6-man RPG will be great. Spectator match, thank you. And better LFG. Hope it goes well. I just want to say thank you to everyone that supported the solo queue. Round of applause, guys. Pat in the back. I already did this in the stream. I'll show you a little clip. We had a final speech. It was better than Martin Luther King's speech. Okay, let me give a final speech about the solo queue. JK. But yeah, thank you so much, guys. I want you guys to have a round of applause and a pat in the back. We did good. There it is. There's my boys. There's the boys.
お前はもう死んでいる。何?
It's not a gun, it's not a weapon. It's not a weapon. Maybe in the future, guys. Maybe in the future. And that's it, guys. Thank you again. Thank you again. One last time, guys. Let's get a hashtag SOLOQUEUE in the chat. It's the last time we're gonna see this. Oh shit, I'm gonna cry.
Bucket.
Give everybody
SOLOQUEUE.